So by now you guys already know about the big update from Valve. Yes, we did get a huge update for Counter-Strike 2, and the biggest thing that got added here was the Genesis collection. Yes, they did change a few things. Yes, they updated a few things, but the sealed Genesis terminal is the biggest thing that dropped with this recent update. Now, there's been a huge kind of mixed review on this Genesis terminal and the items involved in it. I want to go over a few things. Number one, let's look at the official announcement, which was this one from the Counter-Strike X account. And within it, they do give us a little bit of a breakdown. So right off the rip, I'm pretty sure at this point you guys already know exactly how this works. I'm pretty sure that other individuals made videos on it already, but this is essentially how it looks in game. And then it includes 17 different skins. Here we have the first one, which by the way, I do have them in game here. So the first one is the AK. Then we also have the M4A4, which by the way, this one is the one that's been causing quite a bit of, some mixed reviews in the space. And we'll talk about why here in a second. But then, of course, we do have the Glock, which I personally love these skins. I think that the skins look great, but there's an issue with these skins, okay? And the problem here is the cost of the terminal. Right now on Steam, you can buy this for about $11. Yes, it has been dropping. And looking at the announcement itself, right? It doesn't really give us too much information on how all of this works, but there is a video clip that I did pull, which is right over here. This is from Steam Helper, so Steam Inventory Helper. And here we have major CS2 update breaking down the new mechanics. Now they pushed a 3 GB update, and it was overnight, it was late at night, and the Genesis collection was the biggest thing. Now, this is how the terminal works. So it drops once per week as a weekly drop. No guarantee. It can only occupy your first weekly drop slot. Shows up to 5 random skins, priced in real money. You can buy or decline to roll a new offer, decline all 5, and the terminal self-destructs until next week. Max rarity is covert from Genesis, no knives or gloves. Completing all skins of one color grants an XP booster plus 1 level. So when we think about this, okay, is this a huge deal? I mean, right off the rip, if this is dropping for a weekly, cool. The issue here is the cost of the skins within this terminal. Yes, you could buy the terminal itself, which, everyone's going to have it overpriced upon launch. I do think getting this in a weekly and opening it would be far better than just buying up any of these, because again, the price is really not justifiable. But this is what the animation looks like. This is exactly what it looks like in game, and I'll play the video clip here for you in a second. So there is exactly how it works, right? You open it and then you get 5, random skins. Now you choose from the one that you get. So you could either roll the dice 5 times or you could accept the first one that you get. The biggest thing to take from this is Valve essentially added in another big moneymaker. That's essentially it, right? They know that they were making a ton of money off of the market anyways. This was just another way for them to make money, and they know that this is going to make a ton of money as well. Now, the biggest thing to take from this is the cost of the skins within it. Okay, buying the terminal is just not worth it, especially when you're looking at, most likely getting a blue from this, which are valued in cents and potentially even like maybe $1 or so. Now, the biggest thing that everyone has an issue with is the fact that you buy the skin. So you have to open this and then buy the skin if you get it. So that's why buying the actual terminal for, $11 or so is just not worth it, because not only do you have to buy the terminal, you have to buy the skin that you get. Now, Anomaly put out a post and he said, who at Valve thought paying Valve $1,600 for a red skin they generated was reasonable? The difference is normally the open market decides the price of skins by looks, rarity, and demand. Now Valve are setting the base prices much higher than ever before. I don't like this. Now this is showing us a screenshot from the terminal where the full throttle M4A4, which is this one, in StatTrack, factory new, is almost $1,600, $1,587.32. Now he also said a $2.50 key is something many people buy using saved up free weekly drops. No one is saving up $1,600 with weekly drops. I guess the new StatTrack factory new reds will be extremely rare because only a few people have $1,600 cash to throw at Valve within the 3-day claim period. And yeah, most likely, right? However, I do think that this is kind of ridiculous. $1,600 for a red, that should never be the case. Now, I have been seeing a few other screenshots where, for an example, this is a StatTrack M4A4 full throttle as well, Minware for $526. So it seems as though this is not fake. It's not photoshopped. I do think that this is kind of insane if it is true. Of course, we don't know, but it would make sense considering the fact that, you do have the 3-day time period to claim, and it is extremely rare. This also shows us how rare it is to get a red from the Genesis terminal, which is, again, another confirmation of why this is a horrible idea to buy this, trying to roll the dice for a red. Do I like the idea that you get 5 chances? Sure, but in this video clip, you saw 5 blues drop that are valued at roughly, cents to like $2.25. It's just not worth buying these terminals, opening them, and then also having to buy the skin that you get. It's kind of like a double negative. Yes, when you pay $2.50 for the key and you also buy the case, you already know that you're out that amount of money, but whatever you open, you don't have to buy it as well. You just get it. So yeah, you're out the $2.50 on the key, and, say for so you're paying, we'll just say anywhere between, a couple, like 60 cents to like $2 or so on a case, depending on the case, of course. But, you kind of get the idea here. Why would I want to buy this capsule, essentially? We'll just call it a case. It's basically a case. This terminal, I open 5, trying to get a red. I get screwed on every single one of them, and then I have to buy the blue. It's just kind of ridiculous. Now, you don't have to buy it, of course. Like, you don't have to buy the blue, but, at least you want something back, because then if you don't claim it within that 3-day time period, it does self-destruct. I just kind of think that this is a little bit ridiculous. Now, I would love to know your opinion on this because, again, a lot of people have a mixed review when it comes to this. So if you guys do have an opinion on this, if you guys think, that this is a good or a bad idea, drop down in the comments below what you think. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, and turn notifications on to never miss a future update. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Peace out.